Hey Shakeman, what's going on? Ebrew, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just getting in the water right now. I just got one pull in with some power bait on it, and I'm gonna put some shrimp on this other one. That fog's really messing with stuff, ain't it? Really foggy here this morning. Hey Anna Maria, what's going on? Yeah, right. Hey Shaz, thanks for coming in. Colleen, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, it's really foggy here today, but it's like almost 40 degrees. So I got this pole right here in front of me. It's got shrimp on it, and then I got another one over there with some pink power bait on it. Sure, Colleen. I'm right here, almost dead center in central Washington, and this is the Columbia River, and I'm down at one of the state parks. And I got Rock Island Dam is about probably 10 miles down the road that way. And then Rocky Reach Dam is about, I'd say 3 or 4 miles behind me. And as you can see, there's a lot of current. The water's high, so I'm not even gonna, I brought my fly rod this time, but I'm not gonna break it out yet till the water goes way down. I'm using my new pole holders I made the other day, and they work real well. I'm really happy with them. So I brought my parka today, but my wife said it's supposed to be in the 40s, so I better take a lighter jacket. I'm glad I did, because I might be taking this jacket off here in a minute. I'm looking to catch northern pike, walleye, northern pike minnow. Just trying to get anything. I got shrimp on one, and I got power bait on the other. I'm not allowed to keep any trout in between these two dams. I'm not even allowed to take them out of the water, so I'm really not fishing for trout. I'm on the bottom, see what happens. Yeah, that sounds cool, Gary. Yeah, it is flat. There's absolutely no wind today. That is one nice thing. What's up, brother Matty? So again, high water. So I'm using bait on the bottom, but the water is going down, and this time I did bring my fly rod. So when the water goes down far enough, I can get my fly rod out and leave one of these out with bait on it. But I got, in this pole right here in front of me, I got shrimp on it, and then the one behind me, I've got power bait on it, pink power bait. And the current is just a hell of a current today, man. As always, when the water's high, got a lot of current. It's almost 40 degrees already. So here's the new pole holders I built. It's a piece of PVC with a chunk of rebar on it, and I can hit it here with the hammer, and I got the slot cut in it so my reel can slide down from my reel neck, and it's really locked in good. I really like these guys. And I just bring a hammer down and I can drive it down deep. Don't have to worry about it. White mamba. That's good. I like that. God, I can't believe how nice it is out here, man. This does not feel like winter at all. Yeah, we should, this time of year, normally we have single digit weather this time of year. Hey Danielle, what's going on? Appreciate you guys all stopping in. I'm hoping the shrimp will get something. I think I just seen the otter. Hopefully he's, no, that's a fish eating duck. But yeah, my sandbar, it's underwater as usual. Just seen a nice fish jump way out there in the middle of the river. Hey, Pacific Northwest. What's going on, man? I am in the Pacific Northwest. I'm on the Columbia River, almost dead center state of Washington. Oh, nice. That's awesome, buddy. I've never had a razor clam. I love all clams. I don't care much for mussels. I don't know what it is about them, but man, I love clams. Correct me wrong if I'm wrong, but doesn't Long Beach? I'm going for walleye, northern pike, northern pike minnow, bass, smallmouth bass. Doesn't Long Beach have a spit like 16 miles long or something like that? $28 miles long. Wow. Yeah, that's a long spit. Tommy Stam, what's going on, buddy? See those geese there, right out there, right in the center of this big eddy, and they can just hang there and don't have to use any energy at all. Hey, Peace, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. So we've been in the water for about 25 minutes. You guys are still trying to corner Maddie. Yeah, this pole right here in front of me, this is that pole that I had and I forgot I even had it. And this thing's like brand new. Got a nice, real nice Shimano 300FX reel on it. Both these poles have, they're both Shimano poles and Shimano 300FX reels. They're perfect for fishing, river fishing, or trolling in a boat. Hey, B-Say, what's up, man? My neck's getting a little bit cold, though. Well, I sure as hell hope that Amazon doesn't screw that order up, because when we ordered those poles last night, Maddie, it said if you order in the next 27 minutes, it's they'll be delivered tomorrow. So we did it, and they confirmed that it'll be there today. So I know who's going fishing when those poles show up, though, right? Temp here right now is here in Central Washington is 39 degrees when I got out of the Jeep in the parking lot here, and so it's just going to get warmer and warmer as the day goes on. I see part of my sandbar sticking out of the water, but the entry is where you enter that spit is the lowest part, so it's going to be underwater for another hour or two. And then you want to wait about at least another hour, so some of that water can drain out of that sand. If you walk out there, if there's soft spots, you'll drop to your knees in that muddy sand. Hey, you bet, brother. I just hope they don't screw it up. Yeah, it's pretty nice here. I brought my parka, and I'm glad my wife suggested I take a lighter jacket. She goes, it's going to be in the 40s today down in the valley. And when I got out of the truck, yeah, I definitely do not need my parka. I can't tell if that water's coming in or out, but I'm gonna mark it. Put a stick at the edge of that water. I want to see which way it's going. Hey, brother Yoshi, what's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Hell, I might even get lucky and a sturgeon will swim along and suck that up. But I kind of doubt it. They like the big deep holes, and like if I was going to sturgeon fish right here, which there's sturgeon right here, some nice ones too, I would have to get out there about 130 yards to get where the sturgeons are at. But you never know, a small one could come cruising up in here. I'd be happy to catch anything. I keep getting skunked down here, but I know there's fish down here because I see big ones jumping here, especially right out here in front of me where this slack water is. But they're just out of reach of my fly rod by about 40 feet. Doug's in. Hey, what's up, Nick? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Doug, how you doing, brother? I was watching Nick and Mick earlier this morning, and Nick was catching fish, or excuse me, Mick was. Donovan, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, no wind at all, and it's almost 40 degrees, 38, 39 degrees. I have had a fish on here, but he just only had him on for about 25 seconds and he spit it. Yeah, I probably got a 2.5, 3 ounce weight on this pole. And the way that pool's jerking around, man, I thought I got something, but it's just the current is so wild here. It throws that 3 ounce weight around like it was nothing. Yeah, the water is, yeah, it's going down, but it's going down real slow. Yeah, I marked it about 10 minutes ago with the stick right at the edge, and it is going down, but like I said, it's going down real slow. Last time I had some plastics on and jigs, and I was working over here in this little lagoon, and I didn't realize that there's only about, probably in the deepest spot, maybe a foot of water, and I lost a couple jigs, and then it was like, okay, I'm done with that. Yeah, water goes out about another 4 feet, and I'm going to break out my fly rod. I'll fish that shallow water over there with the dry fly in a heartbeat. I hope so. Right now over there, there's probably about 2 feet of water right now, but if it drops another foot, then the only way I'll be able to fish it is top water. And I used some jigs and a couple plugs out there. Last time I was here, that Rapala, and I didn't have any luck. Hey, Southern Dave, what's going on, man? Good to see you. It's kind of hard to see, but out here in front of me for about probably 60 feet, 50, 60 feet, the current is going this way. Then there's about probably about a 10, 20 foot area of slack water, and then it gets out into the main channel, and it's got a lot of current heading that way. But I'm just kind of right here in this huge eddy. This eddy's probably about 250 yards long. But when the water goes down about another 10 feet or so, this eddy will be it'll be a lot smaller. Like all of this area in here, it won't have any more backwater. Fish just rolled out there, a pretty nice one. It's amazing how much it changes as with the water level. Hey, fishing boys, what's going on, man? Let's see here. Go ahead and give a couple of you guys, and then you guys can connect with other people. The creek's frozen. Yeah, I wanted to go ice fishing, and like I was saying earlier, normally this time of year we should be in single digits, and you should have every bit of 14, 16 inches of ice. And yesterday, well, the last 3 days, I think, it's been raining in the high 30s, low 40s. Today's the first day it didn't rain, but it's probably 39, 40 degrees right now, so there ain't gonna be no ice fishing for me. I'm fishing on the Columbia River in central Washington. I'm in a state park. All the public fishing access, it's all shut down in this stretch of the river until season opens later this year. There's I got public fishing all the way down at well, you got all these parks here in Wenatchee, but if I go down to like Vantage, to the lower Wanapum, there's a couple spots down there I can fish that are still open, I mean, for public access. And like this stretch of the river here, no night fishing at all. What, that creek you fishing for trout? Hey, B Husky, what's up? The Delaware River. Yeah, you know, it kind of bums me out here where I'm living here, is this stretch of the river just, it's not a productive stretch of water. When I was up north where I lived, where I raised my family up on the Pend Oreille River, it was kick-ass fishing up there. And all the creeks and lakes, just nothing but awesome fishing, man. There you are. Get you a wrench too so you can connect. Pacific Northwest Outdoors. B Husky, is that in northern Idaho? Yeah, northern Idaho's got some, well, Idaho in general's got some really good fishing. Just above salmon. Yeah, I've worked, when I used to work in sawmills back in the 80s, I was a factory rep for Nicholson Manufacturing. I did startups, and I worked in so many sawmills up and down Idaho and Washington and Oregon. And I even went down to Northern California a few times. Went back east, flew all over back east. It was kind of a cool job. Yeah, I don't like lakes like that. When I was younger, I had no problem doing that kind of stuff, but my hips, they ain't gonna do that. If I can get in there on a four-wheeler on my quad, I will. They got some lakes here in Washington that, it's a hike. Anywhere from 5 to 20 miles. There's one lake in the Cascades. It's like a 21-mile hike, but the fish are just unbelievable, the size of those fish in that lake. And nobody hardly ever fishes it. But when they do, I watched a couple videos of some guys that hiked in, man, they caught some nice fish. Oh, right on. You guys got some good fishing up there. Yeah, exactly. It makes it worth the hike. If my hips could do it, I would, man, in a heartbeat. Yeah, there's one lake up there in northeastern Washington. It's one of my favorite lakes, and they stock it with cutthroat. And those are some of the best fish I ever ate in my life. It's a nice rocky bottom lake, and it's all spring fed. And it's not uncommon to catch 13, 14-inch cutthroat out of there. Every once in a while, you'll catch a holdover, and you're talking a 3-4 pound cutthroat. And then Sullivan Lake, it's got cutthroat in it. The biggest one I seen was just right at 10 pounds. A guy caught, but you got to have downriggers, and they're trolling for those boys. The lake's about 325 feet deep. Cripple Creek up north. I watched some videos of guys rainbow fishing, fly fishing, and catching 15, 20 pound rainbow, man. I mean, you want to talk about beautiful fish. But yeah, that 10 pound cutthroat that guy caught, man, that was a beautiful fish. Nice dark orange meat. Yeah, I love fly fishing, man. Maddie got me hooked on that. I'll leave these out for about another 10 minutes. Then that'll have been an hour, and I'll reel them in and check them out. $42 pound rainbow. Jesus. Wow. You know, and that's usually how it goes. There was a kid that he was hunting with his dad. They were elk hunting up there in Ione, where I'm from, and the kid, he walked back down to the truck because he was tired of sitting up there. You know how kids are; they get bored. So he opens up the tailgate. He grabs the little igloo ice box out of the cab and sits down and opens a Coke, starts eating a sandwich, and it was almost a world record. Elk stepped out, and I think it was a 9 by 11, and that kid did a perfect shot on him and nailed him right in the trunk, man. And I mean, it took about, I think it took about seven or eight guys to get it in the back of that Nissan pickup, and it was a joke. It squatted that truck, and its horns, they put its back legs out the back, and its horns were all the way up over the cab and touching the hood of that thing. It couldn't open the doors, had to crawl in through the windows. Man, that thing was so massive. I still keep in close contact with the guy's kid that got that bull. I'll have him send me a picture of that bull in the back of that Nissan pickup, and I'll post it on my channel. Hi, Abigail. How's it going, sweetie? Yeah, that was one of the biggest bulls I've ever seen. You know, and that's just like those moose too. I seen hundreds and hundreds of pictures of them in the woods, you know, and thrashing around small trees and stuff. And I didn't realize how big those things were until I seen one standing next to a full-size pickup. And I could not believe how freaking big his withers were flush with the top of that cab. And it was a four-wheel drive pickup. And his withers were flush with the top of that cab. Hell, at the top of his head, it must have been 8-9 feet. No, not yet, B Husky. The water's still high. I marked it, and it's going down real slow today for some reason, but if it gets out there about another 4 or 5 feet, I'll be able to get a cast without getting hung up in these trees. I got trees behind me, on both sides of me. But yeah, if it goes out there a little further, I'll put my fly rod together and reel one of these in. I got a 2-pull endorsement, so I can leave one going. Hey, Miss Daisy May, how's it going? Taller than your 90 Suburban? Yeah, those things are so massive. It's just unbelievable how big they are. I mean, those moose, they weigh as much as a horse does, maybe even more. And you know, if you're talking like a quarter horse that's 15 and a half hands high, you're talking an 800-900 pound horse. And I'm thinking a bull moose probably, I'll bet he's a big one, every bit of 1,000 pounds. About the same, sometimes more. Yeah, in a few more minutes I'll reel these in and check the baits, reset them. Hopefully I get this one in without losing the weight, because like I said, I got about a 3 ounce, I got a big old nut on the end of it. I took wire and tied a loop. I don't like using big lead like that, because when you lose them in the river, You know, it's dumping heavy metal for hundreds and hundreds of years. So I use the a carbon steel bolt, and those things will rust away. They'll be gone in 100 years. You know, they'll be rusted away. 1,500-pound bulls. Holy cow, man, that's unbelievable. Wow. Shit, that's a year of meat for 2 families. Probably more like 3. Yep. Yeah, you know, in my muzzle loaders, one of my muzzle loaders, it's a smooth bore, and I shoot shot in it. And but I don't shoot lead shot. I shoot. I bought BBs because I'll use it for like double up buck, turkey hunting. Now for my for grouse, I usually just use a 22 with a scope on it and try to pop their head off. But yeah, I use steel shot, those 4.5 millimeter 177 BBs. That's what I load up in that sucker. Yep, lasts a full year. Hey, what's up, Terry B? How you doing, man? You prefer caribou? You know, speaking of caribou, I seen this. It was a documentary or something on these Native Americans up there in Alaska, and they're up there where the caribou migrate, and they'll go out and pop like a half a dozen caribou, and they gut them, but they don't skin them, and they don't cut the scent glands out, and nothing, and then they just throw them out in the front yard and put a big tarp over them. And during the winter, as they want to eat a caribou, they'll dig out that tarp, drag one out from underneath it, and drag it into a butcher room and start hacking it up. In my muzzleloader, I use I don't use a cup. I just use I dump my powder in, and then I've got these felt kind of plugs, and I'll put one of those down in there, and then I dump my shot in, and then I'll rip off a big chunk of yellow jacket nest. I go around in the spring and collect the yellow jacket cones, and if they're a dead hornet's nest, and that makes some of the best packing paper you can use. And I put that on top of the shot to hold it in. Oh, your barrel's lined. It's kind of a wad, I guess you would call it, like they would use in a shotgun shell, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that part. Now the steel BBs I'm using though, they're copper coated, so I wonder if it still tears it up. Yeah, I remember those accelerators, and that's before you could. I think that was before you could actually get a 150 grain bullet in a 30-06, because that's what I shoot now, is 150 grain in my 06. Yeah, that gun I got, it was originally it was a 58 caliber Zouave. Well, you know how those Zouaves only got the 3 tapered riflings in them. Well, I bought this thing in a pawn shop. The only reason I bought it because it had a beautiful stock on it, man. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful stocks I've ever seen. And so I was just going to buy it for a wall hanger. I paid 75 bucks for it. Well, then I started messing around with it, and I cleaned the barrel the best I could, but I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with that damn thing. So I wound up making me a home for it out of the tampon rod, and I took the riflings out of that barrel. I took it all the way out to about a 61 caliber. The reason I did that is 60 caliber in the state of Washington, smoothbore, you can deer hunt with double-aught buck. I never did, but like I said, I turned it into a shotgun, and it's not a bad gun. And after I took the riflings out, I went to a larger ball and then a thicker patch. And at 50 yards, I can actually hold about a 4-inch group with this rifle now, to where there's no way I could do that before. But it's a nice gun, and it's got that yep. What's up, alive and kicking? Yeah, but it brought that gun back alive, because that rifling in that thing was just, it sucked. But I really like the rifle. It's kind of a heavy rifle, but you know, it's got the military Civil War style. It's an exact replica. One of the few guns they'll actually allow in reenactments is that Zouave. But I sure like that gun, man. I'm glad I brought that rifle. It's the only smoothbore I have. All my others are rifled. Oh yeah, ptarmigan. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we actually up by the Canadian border here in Washington, way in the northeastern corner, I've seen ptarmigan, and I've also seen snowshoe rabbit. And I didn't think ptarmigan would be this far south, but I could have mistaken it for some other bird also. No, I'm not positive it was a ptarmigan. Okay, I'm gonna check baits, guys. Well, I got I only have one flintlock. It's a 50 caliber Pennsylvania rifle, and I make my own powder, and I just haven't got the screening right, and I get flash in the pan, I get hang fires, so I don't trust it to hunt yet. What I hunt with is a 54 caliber Thompson Hawken rifle. That's what I hunt with, and I refitted it with a full stock, a grade 3 curly maple stock, and that's what I hunt with. And then a bunch of the furniture I fabricated out of copper, and I stained it red, and it's got all copper furniture. It looks pretty trick, man. In fact, I got a post of it. I dyed it, or stained the wood red, and then I used Aquafortis Regent and heat to pull the curl out of that maple. I'll have to check it, but I thought I had corrected the problem, and I forgot I had to change my email address, and so I went from JR to JH, and then everything else is the same, but I re-updated my channel description, so I think you're sending it to my old email, bro. But I haven't got any emails from you yet, brother. But Yoshi emails me, and he's the one that discovered my email was wrong. Yep, make that maple pop. I've done all my rifles in that Aquafortis Regent, man. I love that stuff. You know, they've been curing muzzleloader stocks with that, gun stocks with that for the last 300 years. And antique furniture also. Hey, Adrian, what's going on, man? So, Martin, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Right on, buddy. Glad everybody's having a good Saturday. How long have I been down here? 1 hour? Yeah, I gotta check these baits and reset them. Hey, Lou Fishing, what's going on? You're a fishing channel, so you're gonna get hooked up right away. I think I got everybody else there. All right, take care, B Husky. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Get my gloves back on so I can put bait on. That shrimps, I got it soaking in anise oil. And that power bait, it's just stinky stuff in general. Hey, Shireen, what's going on? Long time no see. Yeah, take care, Husky. Thanks for stopping in, man. Putting on bait. Oh, I know, exactly right. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. That anise oil on that shrimp, ew, it is nasty. And then that power bait, yeah, it's really stinky. All right, guys, I gotta put bait on. So the rule here in Washington is when you're fishing with a hook, first of all, you can't fish a treble hook, but even with just a regular hook, it's got to be, it can't be any closer than 12 inches to your weight. That way there's no way you can be snagging, you know. I got to shut my box. It's starting to rain. So I still got the bait still on there, but I'm going to just freshen it up. Tell you what, man, I absolutely love these pole holders I built. Phoenix Lightning, what's going on, girl? Get you wrenched up here. Thanks for stopping by. Get you a wrench so you can connect with everybody, Phoenix. First time, I think. Or no, she was, no, I think it is the first time. It is. I seen her, I did run into her though at, on another guy's channel that I follow. Oh, ducks. I thought, man, those are big fish. Well, welcome, Phoenix. I could have sworn I just gave her a wrench. Okay, I did. Hey, you betcha, dear. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm fishing for anything that will hit. Walleye. Let's see, walleye, northern pike minnow. There's possibly catfish in here, smallmouth bass, bluegill. And there is trout in here, but I can't keep them. I can't even take them out of the water. But now when the salmon and steelhead are running, there's a lot of fish in this river. Yeah, I hope I can catch a walleye. But I was talking to some guys on another channel, and they said that those northern pike minnows are absolutely delicious fish. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I think an old shoe might put up a fight. The way this current is, it'd probably feel like a sheet of plywood. tighten up my line a little bit there. Yeah, she's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I didn't think about that. A shoe from the middle of the sea. Hopefully there wasn't a foot in it. You know what's really weird is normally we would have, not down here in the valley, we'd have at least a foot, 2 feet here in the valley, but like up at my house, I'd have 4 or 5 feet on the ground right now. And this time of year, we should be in single digits, and we're in the mid 30s, low 40s, raining. And up at my house, I might have 6 inches on the ground. So our next fire season, if we don't get some snow in February and March, next fire season is going to be insane. Well, yeah, but up here, I'm on the east slope of the Cascade Mountains in Washington, man, and we get pretty good winters here. But I've only had the snow blow twice this year, and I haven't even went through a gallon of gas in that snowblower, so I'm kind of liking it, man. It's like taking a break. Yeah, appreciate you guys swinging by on your Saturday morning. Some of you in the UK and your Saturday evening. Oh, and I want to tell you guys that Maddie is going to be going live in about 2 hours and 18 minutes, and he'll be tying flies and has good chats. Has a lot of good people come in. Thanks, Brother Martin. I appreciate it, man. Oh, hand lining it? Yeah. Yep. Oh, nice fish just jumped out there. Nice fish. Hopefully he smells my shrimp. He's right out in that slack water on that seam, and I just pitched this thing about 10-15 feet past that seam, so, and I've got a pretty nice leader on that, about a 5-foot leader, so that bait will be up off the bottom. With that, I got the tail of a shrimp on there right now, so hopefully it's kind of spinning around like a glow plug. Hey, what's up, Yoshi? Use lobster? If I tried to sneak any lobster out of the house and use for bait, my wife would freaking kill me. And I don't know if I could do it, man. Face is in the stone. What's going on, brother? Besides, I love lobster, man. I don't think I could do it. And you know what sucks here in Washington is like you can't use like lobster, crab, crayfish. Those are all considered a game fish. You can't use any of that for bait here in Washington State. The shrimp, you can buy bait shrimp, so they let that slide. But these aren't bait shrimp. These are, I stole 3 shrimp out of a frozen bag of shrimp in our freezer last night and put anise oil on them. Hey Northern, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. Wow. You caught a manna fish, huh? Got to give her something to chew on, huh? My dogs are always trying to sneak a stick or a pine cone in the house. If it's small enough and they can hide it in their mouth, I can't see it. And then they like to take it in, especially pine cones, and take it in on the living room floor and dismantle it. And it just makes a hell of a mess. Yeah, that water, man, it's just not doing me any favors today. I want to break that fly rod out, but it ain't happening yet. Yep, dogs are. Yeah, they're sneaky. Oh, there you go, man. Yeah, Phoenix, you can hook up with any of these channels if you want to build your channel. I just heard a bell. Which one was it? I think it was this one right in front of me. And you can really build your channel. There's a lot of these other channels that are here right now. If you go to theirs when they're live streaming, they'll give you a wrench there, and then you can make a bunch of more connections. Okay, there you go, Phoenix. Right on. Yep, we had horses and cows, and yep, they love to roll in that. And then some of the nastiest things I ever seen is we had a boxer, and he would go up to those calves when they were still on milk, and he would clean them up. after they were done going to the bathroom. It was so nasty. Hey, Luis Alfonso. What's going on, man? Yep, absolutely. You already caught a catfish? Right on. Right on, Martin. Yeah, when I first met Martin, I was basically the court jester, and I worked my way up the ranks. Oh yeah, I've caught lots of catfish. Not here in Washington State. The only thing I've caught here is I've caught black cats, bullheads. But when I was growing up in California, we used to go catfishing all the time, and we ate a lot of catfish. Yeah, I got a dog like that too, alive. Well, thank you, Martin. Hey, you too, Shireen. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. He's a master at baiting. Right on, Sir Martin. Yep, Martin was the first one I ever talked to in a live stream. And he was the first live stream I entered. Oh yeah, I forgot. Phoenix is into rocks too. She's a rock hound. So yeah, you're gonna love. You go to Faces in the Stones, one of his live streams. Be sure you put on your notification bell, and that rock hound community is pretty good size. It's big. Did I fall behind? Yep. I hear you, Phoenix. I need a drink of water, guys. Almost had a panic attack. I thought I forgot my water. You know what kind of ducks those are? Those are wood ducks. I was wondering what kind of duck. Man, I never seen that many wood ducks. Absolutely beautiful duck. Absolutely delicious. That's pretty funny, alive. Yes. Yep. They've yeah, they got like green sides on their head, and then they've got two white stripes and, or excuse me, two red stripes and a white stripe down the middle of that. The males do anyway. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful ducks, but there's got to be probably close to 100 right here, and then there's some big flocks all rafted up over there. There's probably another 150, 200 over there. Yeah, I'm probably, oh, I don't know in miles, but yeah, I'm probably probably a 3-hour drive from Hanford from here if I jump on 97 and go over Blewett Pass and go that way. So today I'm going for northern pike. I'm going for walleye, bass, northern pike minnow. Pretty, you know, there's catfish in here. Anything that'll hit that shrimp, or I got power bait on the other one. There's smallmouth bass. There's bluegill. I really doubt if I'll catch a bass this way. What I'm kind of shooting for is a walleye or a northern pike. But the current's so strong here. If you try to, you know, try to use spinners and that kind of spinner baits and that kind of stuff, it's just, you know, I'll just be sitting here just working it and working it and working it. I get tired of doing that. So if the water goes down some more here, I'm going to break out that fly rod. I don't mind working fly rod. Get caught up on this. You're 3.5 hours from Hanford. Well, where I'm fishing right now, I am right in Wenatchee. I'm at Walla Walla State Park. And I just come here because it's so close. And I did have a fish on here, and then I had another one on up there, but it was a bluegill. I'm pretty sure it was a bluegill. Or no, down there was the bluegill. That up there, I'm pretty sure was a walleye when I was fishing the sandbar up there. The way he picked it up and ran with it, and then as soon as I grabbed the pole and he felt tension, he just let go. And it was on a walleye jig. Yep, good old Hanford. Oh, nice. That's funny, Phoenix. Yeah, this is I always get a good crowd in here. You know, if I do get a troll, I think the worst trolls I've had, one guy wanted to talk politics, and he was immediately shown the door. And then my favorites are the animal rights activists. If we get an animal rights activist in here, let's play with him for a while. You guys can take as many pop shots as you want at him, okay? Okay, thanks a lot, Pacific Northwest. Take care. Yeah, up on Stevens, it's always packed. And you know, with Highway 2 shut down, oh, Stevens Pass, is it open up to the pass now, Don? Because the road was washed out. I hope they want to be caught by me. Yeah, because I know it's still washed out in the Tumwater Canyon, just west of Leavenworth, but it was washed out in another spot past, I think, past Skykomish. But I don't know how bad it was washed out. I know the Tumwater Canyon's still closed, but you can take the Chumstick detour. Oh, okay, they've already got it done on your side. I know, isn't that wild? I met Faces in the Stone. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I first met Faces in the Stone in the Rockhound community. And I've known Don for over a year, and Don was living on the East Coast then. Okay. All right, Phoenix, thanks for stopping in. You disagree with him, you go horizontal. I like that. Yeah, like I said earlier, I was talking in the chat with some guys. Hey, what's up, Fabian? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. And I was talking with some guys, and they said those northern pike minnows are absolutely delicious fish. So if I catch one today, I'm going to try it, because you can't throw them back in the water. They want you to kill them. And they used to pay a bounty on them. I don't know if they still do or not. Yeah, one guy said it tastes a lot like cod. I love cod. You take care, Phoenix. You're the bouncer, the one that winds up starting all the fights. Maddie used to bounce a little bit too. Another nice fish just rolled out there. So I've got this shrimp on a high-low setup. And then I got this, this other one has a slip sinker, and but it's got a floating bait on it. A lot of years you was a bouncer? Hey Jerry, what's going on? Yeah, we're just doing some lazy man fishing today. The water's starting to go down, but it doesn't went down much. I don't know if I'd be able to. getting close though. If it goes out a little bit more, I'll be able to get that fly rod out. I'll put a dry fly on, and I'm gonna try some of this little inlet over here for some bass or bluegill. It's a dark day. I got some nice white ones. I don't know what kind of material they are, but this material absolutely will not absorb water. I don't know what it is, but you can literally put that fly in a glass of water and put a fork on it to hold it in the water for an hour and let off the fork. It pops right to the top again. Scottish Mike, what's going on, brother? Nice. Well, you know, sometimes it's moments like that that last a lifetime. I've been down here for an hour and 45 minutes. Man, I hope I get a walleye. God, I'd love to get a walleye. And hopefully it's a keeper, because I think the minimum size on a walleye is 17 inches, I think. In fact, yeah, it is 17 inches. And the walleye, they usually run in about the small ones start running, you know, this time of year. It's the end of the month, and then in a couple more weeks the big ones will be rolling, you know, moving through here. I'm hoping I can pick up on some of that action. So right now it is 9:30. So it's 9:30 in the morning, and that sandbar is totally exposed now. So the next time I come fishing down here, I think I'm not going to come out here fish until about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I can get to that sandbar. The thing I like about the sandbar is I can, or that spit, is I can throw out a bait pole on that end of the spit, and then I can walk up and down the spit with my fly rod and fish both sides of it. There's a lagoon on one side, and then you got the river current on the other side. I am good, Mike. Thanks. I hope you are too, buddy. Well, at least it quit raining. I might, let's see. I'll move you guys over here and give you a different view. sucker over here. And you can see both poles there. Oh, that's funny shit right there, alive. Hey, Steve, what's going on, buddy? That's funny, alive. Yeah, I kind of got this set so you guys can see them both here. And see up the river. But yeah, see that tree right there? I got 3 more of those. One on the other side of me and one behind me. And then I got a bunch of little bushes underneath that, so it's about impossible. Arloa, I hope I pronounced that right. I have seen you somewhere. I'll give you a wrench so you can hook up with everybody. Nice, Steve. I haven't even got a bite yet, man. Oh, just saw another nice fish. The coolest thing I seen was, I don't know, it was a few times ago that I've been down here, right out here in front of me, this little fish about, I don't know, probably 5 inches long. He come flying out of the water, and here's this fish behind him that's a good every bit of 5 pounds. And that happened, they came out of the water once, came out of the water again. On the 3rd time when that little fish came out of the water, that big fish hammered him, had him. But it was really cool to see. Hey, Fat Cat, what's going on, man? It's looking pale. I wonder, oh, I see what's going on. Hold on a second, you guys. I see what's going on. You know what it was? I had a big, I don't know what it was. What bait am I using? I'm using, I got pink power bait on the far rod, and on this one right here, I've got shrimp that's been soaking in anise oil. There, yeah, that's way better. I thought it was the fog. Yeah, I had some. There we go. Let me double check something here, guys. Okay, that's all good. I hope you're right, Martin. At least I'm starting to see some jump now. I might, you know, I might switch to put a spinner bait on there, but I can't. If I do that, I won't be able to get out there where they're at. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I thought it was just from the fog, but no, I had something was stuck on my camera lens on this side. So I got shrimp on this closest rod, and then on the far one, I've got a pink power bait with glitter in it, and it's on a green glow plug. Oh no, I didn't. I switched. I've got the chartreuse power bait on, and it's on a chartreuse glow hook. Wow. That's insane alive. All right, Martin, enjoy your meal, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. You got your bait already, Steve? Right on. Knocking out a bunch of family members. Yeah, I remember at our wedding reception there was a big fight, and it wasn't even between family members. Hey, Kelly Billy, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Miss Giggy, how you doing? Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you. That water level is almost down far enough. Let me check this out here. Check this out. I think that's off of a wood duck. Oh yeah, it's a big thing over here, buddy. Arm wrestling's a big deal. how much power I got left. Oh, hell, I still got 61%. Nice. Yeah, arm wrestling, it's a big deal in the States, man. But like in bars, they absolutely don't allow arm wrestling. At least most of the bars in Washington State, because it always turns into a fight. Captain, what's going on, brother? This water level's almost down far enough for me to break that fly rod out, man. I still got shrimp on one, and then I got chartreuse power bait on the other. No, it's not tidal. It's in between two dams, and so what happens at nighttime? It usually builds a bunch of water up, and then during the day, it just constantly going down until about it'll go down till about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then it'll start coming back up. And I mean, it's the water level changes probably 4 feet a day. That's funny. Football. Oh, you guys got a football game going tonight? Nah, I don't follow any sports. Just sport fishing and sport fly tying. Oh, soccer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know, that's those wiry guys are the ones you got to watch. Oh, your team plays tonight? Right on. I'm watching that duck go down. He's out in the middle of the current, and that current's probably every bit of 3 knots. Okay, 2 knots. Oh, that's good stuff there, alive. Oh, is TJ doing a quiz today? (8 p.m. UK). So that's what, noon to me. But I'll most likely, I'll drop in and give her a like and say hi, but I'll be watching Maddie tying flies. $10. Is that where you met your wife? Alive? So I've been here 2 hours and 10 minutes. Nope, I haven't seen any otters today, thank goodness. Hey, what's up, Gator Monster? Met your wife at a concert? Yeah, you know what? I think it's time for me. I have to do at least an hour of some fly fishing. What I'll probably do is bring in that small pole, or the one with the lightweight on it, and throw this big guy back out there, but over there. Oh, what are those? Those are more wood ducks. Man, that's a lot of them. You can see them going right there. Oh, that's that. I don't know if that was that herring or not. All right, guys, I'm going to step away here for a minute, and I'm going to put my fly rod together. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do now, sorry about that. Dude Wilson, what's going on, man? All right, guys, so I'm going to reel this other one in. Hey, fishing boys. Okay, guys, it's time to do some fly fishing. I'm going to move this camera over here, though. right, I'll bring you guys a little closer. Well, I got a bite, so that's always a good sign. Yeah, my second cast, I got a bite. Second cast, got a bite, Miss Gigi. Did you guys just see that? That was all wood ducks. Oh, there's a nice fish just jumped. What's going on, JR? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Yeah, that was a pretty good size. That was all wood ducks. Yep, wood ducks. You should see the colors on those wood ducks. They're the sides of their heads are green, and then they've got a red stripe, and then a white blaze right up the center. Hung up in the rocks. So here's the fly I'm sporting, and I got a bite on it, the second pitch. Sorry about the not staying up on chat, guys. I'm kind of excited I got a bite. My pole over there looks like it's out in that heavy current. fly. All right. There we go. But he's got a little too much line out. Oh, that was a nice fish. I wish I could cast straight out. There we go. Oh shit, my fly's hung up. Okay, yeah, I had a knot in my line. Had to cut it out. You do in Washington State, Yoshi. You gotta, you gotta, you gotta pay for a second pole. I think it's around 14, 15 bucks now. Sorry guys, I had to get that knot out. Let's see, 2 hours and 51 minutes. How much power I got left here, man? Still got 43% right on. Yeah, I'm gonna reel that other one in and check that bait. And having all kinds of malfunctions, man. I'm gonna go down this way here and work the mouth of that lagoon there. Sorry about that, guys. Caught up on chat here. Whoops. Yeah, that's the thing about here too. You can, it's pretty easy to get popped. Yeah, they can. If, like, especially like if you're in a salmon area that that only certain types of salmon you can keep, and certain types of salmon you can't even take out of the water. And I seen a couple guys that were being videotaped from a guy on shore, and they caught more salmon they were supposed to have, and they also kept species that you weren't even supposed to take out of the water, and they wound up losing the boat and the trailer. They did not take the truck, but they took the boat and trailer and all their gear. Yeah, they ain't no joke in Washington State either. And now that they've raised all our, we have a huge tax deficit and a budget deficit, and so they've raised all the tags. I mean, they're taxing us on every fucking thing you can imagine. And the game wardens are out in force, man, making sure, you know, trying to bust anybody that ain't in compliance. And they're passing a law in Washington State now. If you don't buy register your car, and you get caught driving it, you can do up to a year in fucking jail. I think I'm going to be able to fish that. No, I'm not going to be able to fish that. I'll get hung up for sure, but what I would like to do is wonder if I could cast straight out in front of me here. No, I'm pretty limited where I can cast here, man. But I'm going to go ahead and get it back out in the water. All right, guys, I'm going to get back out in the water here. Let's see what's that going to look like there. I'll put it a little more like this. Hey, Josie, what's going on? Sorry about that, guys. What time is it? 11:07. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for not being over here checking y'all. Casters, what's up, man? So I got a pole behind me back there that's got a bell on it with shrimp. I got a high-low setup, fishing the bottom, and then the water finally went down. I got my fly rod out, second cast. I had a hit. I'm running the dry fine, no strike indicator. I keep getting hung up in this fucking tree behind me. I've hung up in it 3 times now, but I haven't lost anything. So I'm just gonna take a break here, have a smoke. There goes these wood ducks, man. Hundreds of them out here. Well, if I was close to saltwater, I'd be fishing saltwater every freaking chance I got, man. Here, let me get you guys straightened out a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, there's probably 50 birds that just swam by this way. And then from right here to there, there's every bit of 50 birds. And I'll bet there's a couple hundred of them up there. Here they come now. No, they're just moving. See them? Yeah, that's all wood ducks. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good though, man. I'm glad I was able to break out the fly rod and water finally went down far enough, but it looks like it's coming back up now. Here's a little piece of rose quartz. fly on that one.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't know anyone
What's
was
going
down
on,
here.
dog?
Percy. She's very friendly.
Likes the water, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Well, she doesn't swim. She's pretty old now. She doesn't swim much anymore, but she still likes to get in and drink it.
So what happened is I snapped that leader off at the splice ring, so I lost about 3.5 feet of leader or so, but that's probably a good thing. over there. Hey, bless mama, what's going on? I'm getting it. I still have a mulligan every once in a while, but I'm digging it. All right, Steve, enjoy your dinner, man. I got to see how much power I got left here. 23%. Well, it's about time for me to roll. I'm going to do one more cast. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, that last cast I got a bite, but he wasn't committed. Sure was a nice day for me, though. It had a little sprinkle this morning, but that didn't last long. All right, I'm gonna reel this guy in. I forget this pole's 9.5 feet long, or 8.5 feet. I'll turn this thing around. All right, take care, Caster. Yeah, I'm going to reel these lines in. I'm about almost out of juice. There they are. All right, guys, I'm going to set this thing down. How much power I got left here? 19%. Ooh, yeah. It's getting down there. Hey, Gavin. You know what? I'm almost out of juice, guys. I think I might go ahead and end this. I will let you guys see the cart though, with all the gear in it. Holds pole holders, all my poles. Oh. Yeah, here, let's do it this way. Being a retard about it. Yeah, holds everything perfect. And I could even put a few more things in there. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, guys. Yep, you guys all take care, man. Thanks for hanging out.